Sorry, doesn't cut it. Mods are not leaders of this sub. Moderation team are not content creators. Are not developers of a video game we're on. Or not authors of some book that we're all reading. You have no power here. You can modify comments, you can delete comments, you can delete threads, and that is the extent of the power that you hold as a moderator. That is not said to attack you, but that is said to remind you that you should have no influence over this sub. And if you are having influence over the sub, then there is something immensely wrong. I can't believe how painfully ironic it is that you have some authority and you exerted it incorrectly and then immediately refused to acknowledge it or correct it on this sub, which is literally dedicated to holding those who do exactly what you did accountable. How can you possibly be that blind to this painful irony? Edit. Actions speak louder than words. You want people to believe you? Do something. Start a union. Connect with IWW. Donate to striking workers. Volunteer at local orgs. If your way of helping is by thinking workers need better messaging, then you've already lost the plot and are likely doing more harm than good. No podcast. No interviews. Anyone bringing that up is living a delusional fantasy and likely doing it for pride and ego. These people are not your useful allies. Flashbacks of Wall Street bets intensify. Locked the megathread Fox News incidents and FAQ and stickied this post. Subreddit drama better break out the special reserve popcorn. Edit. This post has been unstickied. Mod fight. Quit locking and removing posts. What happened to the mega thread? Why is it locked? Mods need to step down. The mod team needs to resign after insane blunder. You all have chosen to call yourselves the leaders of this movement when no one asked you to. You are not the leaders of this movement. It is a worker movement and everyone in this sub should have been asked about the interview before. You all decided to do it. You went on the largest right-wing propaganda machine and made fools of yourselves and us. You have done irreparable damage to the movement, and now that you are being criticized for it, you are behaving just like a boss at any job. Congratulations. Am I the only one who finds it concerning Kimezuke literally has a post in their profile asking journalists to contact them for interviews? How many of the current mod team are using this sub for their 15 minutes of fame? That interview was so embarrassing it made me go back to work. Edit. Thanks for the awards. Fox News did their job, made us look like idiots to their viewers, and also are creating infighting on the subreddit. Bravo. This sub needs new mods. Ha. Holy shit. In the time it took me to write the below comment to the mods post, they locked it. Bad actors. Right. I've been a long-time reader of this sub. I've spoken to friends and family about it, trying to convince them that there is a better way forward than killing yourself for companies that don't care about you. I'd bet a huge chunk of the bad actors you're talking about are people that are pissed off at being misrepresented. This is a microcosm of why the whole debate feels so hopeless. One person on an ego trip does something that damages the interests of 1.7 million other people. And there's no recourse or comeback for all of those people because that person is a mod. And mods are in charge. Gee, I wonder what that reminds me of. Just shows that whatever the medium, whatever the venue, human nature shows through quickly enough. And we act as if bosses and managers are the only ones guilty of power tripping and ego. And we can't even discuss it, with mass deletions under flimsy reasons. This is a big and important movement, and we need to give it the respect it deserves instead of making it look like the hobby of a part. Time Dog Walker. Honestly, the right-wing media couldn't have sabotaged the sub and the movement more effectively if they tried. I find it incredibly ironic that the mods are acting exactly like the employers that we call out on a daily basis here. If the mods want any sort of damage control or any sort of accountability to fix the enormous damage that was done on the subreddit, abolish work needs to be removed as a mod ASAP, and a post or many posts made saying they does not represent us. Edit. I have now been temporarily banned and possibly permanently banned depending on how they react to my messages after my temp ban. It was nice knowing you guys. Edit. They have been deleting my posts I made. Discriminatory talk simply because I didn't know that moderator was trans. All I said was, don't allow him to embarrass us all. Abusive mods are no different from our abusive employers. Edit because I can make edits still LMFAO. I am not a brigadier. Even a few months ago I made a post on here that got over 500 likes venting about my job. You can still see it on my account if you choose to do so. Just because we call out abusive mod behavior doesn't automatically mean we are brigading. Edit on this new day of 1.27.22 in USA because yep. Still banned. Welcome back everyone. I'm still banned for misgendering, even though I was clearly going off her interview presentation. You can go on my account and see my posts and the post comment that got me banned. Ridiculous to think I was banned for calling her a he without even knowing she was a she. Considering how she presented herself in that god-awful interview. Woman shrugging light skin tone. Accidental misgendering happens. To ban and silence people for doing it once by accident and who are now clearly using the correct pronoun as an abuse of mod power fueled by emotions. The proof is on my profile. I have nothing to hide. Yet the mods still don't seem to care. Sad. The mod who took the interview and all the others that agreed it was a good idea need to be removed from the sub yesterday. I'm reposting myself here because it is relevant. It's this simple. Most of us are here because we hate being exploited by dishonest, narcissistic leadership that takes credit for our ideas and work, promotes incompetence over experience and wisdom, ignores our cries for recognition and compensation, and does whatever the hell it wants to, usually at our immediate expense. When given a massive opportunity to make a clear, unified statement worker exploitation on public television, and arguably to the audience that most needed to hear it, you failed miserably. You failed because you incorrectly elected yourselves as leadership, narcissistically usurped the community's chance to start a nationwide conversation, chose the least qualified person on staff to speak for 1.7 million plus subscribers, any one of whom might have represented another 100 non-Redditors, ignored the community's cries for recognition and their offers of assistance, and did whatever the hell you'd wanted to, at our direct expense. Literally nothing you can say or do will ever change the fact that when push came to shove, you proved that you were all the same people you hate and protest. You have no counter-argument. You can't fix this. You lost all internal credibility. Who do you think will ever acknowledge your legitimacy out there? Edit. Red flag number 52. This post speaks to us as if you have already taken our return and our trust for granted. You appreciate our patience and gave us a roadmap. The problem is, your map leads nobody to nowhere. This post should have opened with a miserable, sincere, begging for forgiveness on hands and knees apology. Not just an apology, but an all-inclusive and unequivocal admission of wrongdoing. In writing, all we got was a pep talk about transparency and how we move forward under your leadership. You shifted blame and apologized for nothing. You certainly didn't own the myriad ways you directly fucked our entire population. In the interest of transparency, you are all dead to us. The irony of the mods becoming the exact bosses everyone here complains about. I'm sure I'll get banned for saying it though. Fuck that mod that was in the video. You couldn't have made yourself halfway presentable for an interview and maybe cleaned up your room a little bit. For fuck's sake. Did you even prep at all? Like at fucking all? Who the fuck do you think you are? You have zero understanding of what the page is about and what it means for the rest of us. Respectfully. Go fuck yourself and ban me if you want. I don't care. You made this sub and this movement a fucking joke. Mods are just people with too much time and no sense. I'm here for better pay and worker rights. I'm not here to complain that I don't want to work 20 hours a week. 1.7 million users. Why was this disheveled person put on national TV as our face? So many of us are grinding 40-plus hour work weeks that mentally, physically drain us. Meanwhile, this person who works 20 hours walking dogs goes on Fox and says they want to work less? Just looks so bad. Go on national TV unkempt uncleaned filth everywhere Jesus lol. Mods just locked their own megathread. What a bunch of fucking clowns. Was this not intentional sabotage?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.